so.
Episode 3. 20s Unfiltered. You know, we're gonna jump... Go ahead.
We're gonna jump right in it?
You're fucking jump right in it. That's what we're gonna do.
How's your week?
Oh, another fucking week. I don't want to fucking talk about my week. We're not talking about my week. The week doesn't matter, alright?
Same shit.
What matters is when I can come here and talk about my opinion. That's what matters to me. Alright. Dude, it was a busy week for us, man.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out
microphones. Going to Best Buy.
Oh, it was
looking at all these different accessories.
It was a trip.
What did we learn though? We learned
don't buy the wrong microphones.
Yeah, and then not to think about it and overthink it so much.
That's all we did. We overthought it, and that was the problem. And the solution was in your room the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that, eh?
See? Sometimes the answer is right in front of you, you know?
Dude, don't overthink it. The problem is so simple. That's a life lesson right there. The problem's always so simple, but you always overthink it. I mean, we're humans. We all do that.
Yeah, everyone does that.
But you can't... You gotta just... Don't think, man. Don't think about it. Just do it. It's my advice. That's all I gotta say about that.
Sometimes I'll be doing something at work. I'll start, like, having all these different ideas of how to do it, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Just
put that box on the wall.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just get it up there.
Get the job done. Don't overthink what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna be there forever, man. It's just, you're gonna be sitting there contemplating, do it this way, do it this way, do it this way.
There's so many ways.
But it's just like, just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Get it done, man. Why are you overthinking it?
Just do it. Get started and do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man, you can't overthink things. Once you overthink...
Goes down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, you're just digging yourself deeper and deeper. Like, just shut it off. Shut the brain off. Do what you gotta do.
And you know what you gotta do.
And that's where, like, you know, you're in your room, and you know you gotta, like, clean your room, or, like, you got an assignment, or you gotta get something done. You know what I mean? You're just procrastinating. Sitting on your bed, scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, whatever you guys do.
Next thing you know, an hour goes by.
2 hours go by, you know.
You're like, fuck.
And you didn't get anything done. You just, like, procrastinated so much. You just, like, wasted your time. Your day's gone. You wasted it. You know, and you're trying to, like, you're like, oh, shit, I had to do all these things, and I'm too tired. I don't want to do it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I get, you know, everybody gets like that. But that's when you gotta, like, it's mind over matter at that point. You gotta really just... take life by the balls, pal, and do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do, man. You know?
Yeah. It's true.
Don't be a bitch.
At the end of the day, don't be a bitch.
Exactly. And then, you know, like, this week, man, it's been such a rough week. Like, it's such a rocky week. Cause, like, I was so busy. You know, all I could think to myself was, like, is God testing me right now? You know what I mean? I was, like, kind of thinking that, and I was, because just, like, I had to get so much stuff done, and I was working hard, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I wasn't on my phone at all. I was getting shit done for the podcast, for other things of what I had to do. And I'm just like, dude, there's just so much going on. I don't have the time to do it. Like, God's, like, throwing all this at me, and I'm happy about it, because, like, it's such a great time where I'm, like, super excited to have all this work, you know?
Yeah.
And stuff going on, and... I'm happy I don't have time to sit in my room and do nothing. I'm so happy about that. I'm grateful about that.
It's like you were, at first you were like wishing to be busy, and then when you are busy, you're like, wow, I'm busy.
And you're super busy. Like, you don't have time to even, like, take a second for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I had to skip the gym a couple of times this week, dude. I had no time, right? Even, like, I'm just grateful I got to go, like, today and yesterday, right? So, but it's tough. Like, you ever feel like that? Like God's, like, testing you, like, in those, like, some moments?
Or you'll ask for something, like I just did these 2 jobs, and, like, before I was like, oh, I hope, like, I start getting more jobs, blah, 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 and then once I finally, like, I got one, and I did the 2, I was like, oh, no, I'm like, oh, I gotta do all this work, and I'm, like, complaining in my head. I'm like, why am I complaining? Like, I literally asked for this.
It's good that you got to do the work. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like not at the time when you want it.
Yeah.
Like you don't even expect it. You don't expect it. It hits you. It's like you're so busy. And you're like, holy shit.
It's not on your time. It's on his time.
Yeah. It's never on your time because. Yeah, do you be in your room one day, the next day you're just 3 people are calling you, you need this done, this done, this done, and you're like, holy shit, I'm so busy. You know, and it's great though, like, I like that though, like, I think it's a test, and if you can pass those tests and really show that you can hold yourself when it's the roughest, you're set, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
God's gonna push you every single day.
Every day.
He's gonna test you, man.
He's throwing everything in your way.
Yep, he's gonna test you. He's gonna give you some very weird times, and you got to make the right decisions. I like. You feel the same though, no? Like, cause like,
well,
I don't know, like, you know, like you feel like you're getting tested, like by God, or like.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Everything. Everything is a test, I think.
That's how you just make it out at the end of it.
Yeah, and every choice matters. Like. Every decision you make.
Of course.
But don't again, that's when overthinking comes in. You don't necessarily have to overthink, like it's right in front of you. Like, you know.
The answer's always in front of you.
Yeah, you already know the answer.
Because the thing is, you know what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, you just don't want to do it. And that's where, in those times, it's like God gave you this potential, and now you're like...
You go the other way.
I can't do it right now. I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm too tired, this, that, and this. You know, X, Y, Z, do all your excuses. That's one thing, like, I can't do anymore is have excuses. Because then I feel like, I just feel like I just let myself
You're
down.
lying to yourself.
Yeah, you're lying to yourself. You're honestly, you're not too busy. Nobody's too busy to make time to do something. You know
I don't think you can ever be too busy. Right?
Yeah. Like, if you want to...
Like, time management is, like, a huge thing.
Yeah, but it's very critical. Like, if you want to, let's say, you got to get this job done. It's got to be done by next week. You know everything you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just procrastinating on it. You're not going to make that deadline. Meanwhile, you know what you have to do to get it done.
You know what it takes to...
So get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly it. And you can't be scared to do it. You can't be scared to, like, oh, I don't know what to do, this, I'm
Figure it
nervous.
out.
You'll figure it out. 100%. You'll figure it out.
Like for this. For this example. The freaking mics. We figured it out.
No, we didn't. Took a while, but we did.
Yeah. And we're back.
Back in business.
Back to it.
Yeah, and,
nice day.
It is a nice day. It's always a nice day.
The weather's been good.
Yeah, it was okay last week. But back to the actual topic of what we were talking about. It's more about, like, you have one life, man, and you can't waste it. Like, if you're 20s, 20s unfiltered, don't waste it, man. Don't waste it. You're like, these are the times you need to be crunching stuff, working hard. Because this is what's going to set you up in life, right here.
Mm-hmm.
You start when you're 30, bye-bye. People like me, we're blown past you. We're not going to wait there, and life's going to blow past you, man. Like, if you're 30, Chill's trying to go to clubs, you got problems going on.
You don't have priorities, that's for
sure. You got something going on that you need to really find in yourself and fix.
Yeah.
The parties and the clubs don't last forever. I think me personally, instead of going to parties or anything, I'd rather, like, when I'm 30, I'd rather travel the world with my family.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather live in Europe and go on yachts and, like, to me, that's party.
Explore. See the world.
See the world, yeah. Me going every Friday night to go to a party or to go do nonsense, it's not worth it. Because when you're doing that on that Friday, people are going to be out there working.
Mm-hmm.
Every night.
You're falling behind every Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, you work 40 hours, I work 80.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm that type of guy where I'm gonna double you, man. I'm not gonna stop. So I'm in a good time right now, and when work comes, I'm there.
Yeah.
Right? When stuff calls, I'm there. I'm sure you're the same way, though.
Yeah.
You're not gonna let life blow past you.
No.
You
You
gotta-
have to. You have to see what's in front of you, what your
Mhm.
potential is. Obviously, have a plan and take it on.
Seize every moment.
Yep.
You never know who you're gonna meet in this world, man. You can meet someone you don't even you don't even believe, and you know what?
Out
All
of
you have to
nowhere.
do is put the work in to kind of make a good relationship, and guess what? That can set you up for the rest of your life.
Mhm.
You won't even know it. You can be the most random person, and you won't even know it.
Yeah.
Not-
Connections. Connections are everything, man. Like
Yeah, and that's why I go
meeting new people that have the same vision of where you want to be, like a mentor or like, you know,
somebody
a
to look up
buddy.
to.
Yeah, someone to look up to.
But that's where it goes back to not wasting your life, right? Like when you're out there doing stuff and working hard, just eventually you meet people, man. No matter what, if you're working hard, you're gonna meet somebody. And you know what? If there's an opportunity where you can end up making a friend with this, like, you know, person who has so much more knowledge than you, who's a multimillionaire, whatever,
Who's done it
who's completed these tasks that you are doing now, and
Mhm.
it can help you and
along your way. Yeah.
kind of just give you steps to where you need to be. It's big, man. It's crucial, and it's not like you're wasting your time to go talk to this person. It's not.
No.
It's more like I'm just investing my time to go talk to him, but I can also learn knowledge. Like everybody has time, man. You know what I mean? You can take 30 minutes out of your day to go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
It's true. You know.
It's what you take out of it.
Don't get me wrong. You'll hear a lot of people. I don't have time for that. You do have time for that.
You do.
You just choose not to have time for that.
different priorities.
That's it. You sleep 8 hours. Sleep 7.5 hours. 30 minutes to go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know. Exactly. You wake up
Make
at
it
7.
work.
Wake up at 6. That's the problem with life is nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares.
No
The
one
only
cares.
people who are gonna care is your mother. Besides that, nobody gives a
No
shit,
one gives a
man.
shit.
You know, go tell your boss you were 2 hours late for work. He doesn't give a fuck about you. Oh, you're 2 hours late? Okay, just go home. Bye.
Yeah, go
You know?
home. I'm sending you home.
That's the thing. That's like everybody's for themselves, and I think that's why it's great that we need to have a network, because then you're for other people, right? Everyone's trying to help each other, and that's the network you want to be with.
Mhm. That's the kind of people you want to do shit with, like keep around, keep in your circle.
Yeah. In like even now, you have to kind of think to yourself in a way. It's like, what makes me different from everybody? Like, what do you think makes you different?
I don't know, like a lot of things. Like, for instance, I don't know. It's a good question.
It's a hard question. No,
It is
you
a
know
hard
what? It
question.
is a hard question. Even me, I'm pretty stumped about it.
Like, sure, I could say that I look at things differently, but that's so like.
That's so you're positive.
Yeah.
And no, but that's a good trait because a lot of people are negative. So that's something you have on top of, like, you know, the multiple things that you could potentially have. But you have that, right? That's
Mhm.
positivity. It's big. You have discipline, right? Like these are things.
Discipline, positivity,
These are things that people need to look at about themselves and like, this is what makes me different.
creating
Like,
opportunity.
I can't be like all the other, you know, like doing the same activities
Yeah.
every single day. repeating
Different.
that. You want to be different. And the thing about being different is people think like
So
people
weird,
think you're
like-
weird.
Yeah.
Like you're crazy.
Like
or-
for doing this, for instance, like people are like, oh, they're doing a podcast, like losers. But like,
Yeah.
what are you watching on your phone? You're literally watching the same thing. Like,
No, you're watching a
everyone-
video of
everyone's
a
doing-
girl lip singing on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bro. And then they're just getting millions of views, but whatever. That's not the
Lip singing on TikTok.
That's it. That's how we get our views, bro. That's what you're doing.
You're telling me that's our competition?
Yeah. But you know how much work we've been putting into this podcast, though. It's been a lot of work actually behind the scenes.
Yeah, like thinking of like equipment and what we need and like what we need for right now.
Yeah. It's actually a lot though. Like we took the 2 days this week just to two whole
Topics.
right after work, 2 whole days, like we just kind of grinded on working on the podcast. Right, because we want to maximize this to the fullest potential, and
we're learning.
And we listen to everybody, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
so, like when we hear like, oh, you know, the mics are bad, upgrade them. Okay, yeah, right on it. Because that's what you want. You know, we don't want to. We want everyone to hear us clearly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
especially for what we have to say.
yeah. Of course.
But yeah, learned a lot this week.
Yeah, we did learn a lot this week. But that's okay, because if we never have done it, we wouldn't have known anyway.
Yeah.
You gotta fail to win, man. Fail to win.
You learn through your fails.
You learn through your failures. That's right. That's right. You know, like another, I guess, topic is like something I learned because I've done multiple things. Like I've talked about in the first episode, like, you know, you try so many things and it kind of fails and doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I think about it, like I've tried, like, you know, you do like some stocks, some crypto, day trading, this other thing, reselling, you know,
Mm-hmm.
all these multiple things I've tried. But when I think to myself, I'm like, was it kind of just, was I thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make a lot of money in a little amount of time? Yes. That was my mentality, you know, and I was more like,
Yeah.
quick money.
Quick money.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And what I realized really in life is there's no shortcuts. You can do every single shortcut, and it's gonna lead you back to the start line. You know, that start.
Back to where you started.
It's not gonna take you anywhere. You actually have to put the work in. Like, you have to take the time.
The right way.
Like, even me now, I just started reinvesting into myself now, with a skill I know I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm like, I'm actually a lot more happier about it. Because I'm like, you know what? It's honest work. You can make a great living. You can start your own business. And there's no shortcuts. You know, it's like, I'm actually putting this work in now. I actually got to go out and hand out 500 flyers. You know what I mean? Like, I actually got to go do that work. Take the phone calls. Get the clients. Book the times that you need to be there. You know, that's a lot of work. And it's like, this is what actual work is.
Mm-hmm. And you know what to do.
It's not.
You know what you have to do.
It's not just I'm gonna sit in my room. I'm gonna try this for 3 days and then, you know, I'm gonna lose $1,000, $2,000 and
Yeah.
oh, I tried. No, it's not. You can't. No, you'll never have quick money, man. There's no such thing as quick money. No such thing.
It might look like it to other people that it just happened overnight.
Yeah, people
they
will
don't
look
know,
at it like
they don't
that.
know the process.
Because no, all they think
don't
is,
know
wow,
what-
he's making this great income. What
Yeah.
does he have to do? Like, nothing. That's what they think.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're behind the scenes busting our ass.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody thinks about that. Even with you in photography. Tell us yours,
Yeah.
because I know, I've seen it. So, go into detail about actually how it works.
Like,
Because it's big.
first, you go and do a job. Okay. You come out of it. It could be 700 to 300 photos, depending on what you're shooting. You download all the photos. You have to go through each one, because not all of them are going to be good, obviously.
So say like you take 800 photos.
800 photos.
You have to go through every single photo.
Yeah. But go to every single photo, see which one is the best, throw those all in. Okay, say out of the 700, you
Yeah.
got
3, 4.
like 200 good ones. And then like half of the 200 are like maybes basically.
Yeah.
So you go through it and you're editing, and along the way,
How long would it take? So you say you have like 200 photos.
200 photos to edit.
How long would that take you to edit those photos? Because you're in your room editing those photos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how long would that take you?
Like a day.
But that's still like, if that's a day, but like you're not gonna do it all in a day. So like you probably been that's probably like,
But I
besides
can't
say,
do
say,
it.
say you go take photos for 4 hours. Now you gotta go home, work another like 6 to 10 hours now to edit all those photos.
Yeah. And then people ask me, "Oh, why is it so?"
Like, why is it
Why
so
is it
hard?
so-
Why is this? Because you gotta go touch up every little detail in those photos. Because you have to have that precision, right?
Yeah. And you don't want to be tired doing it. Like because like
Yeah, because you're not
I
gonna
find
see
when
things.
I'm tired, I don't see certain things, and then like I'll go back to it. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking here?
Yeah.
Like I totally missed that.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Yeah.
That's why
So,
like
like in reality, no matter what you do, basically the point is of that.
because I want to be very like precise of like how everything looks in the photo.
No, of
Because when
course.
someone else, it's different how like other people look at a photo, like or a video. Like they might see like one thing, and I see a different thing. But like I try to look at it as a whole, not just by
Yeah.
like one like little detail. Like I see it through everything.
No, of course, and the point is,
I'm
like,
very picky.
yeah, no, but the point is why I asked you guys because even the little things like that where people think it doesn't take much to do, there's so much work
Yeah.
that goes into
'Cause
it.
what they
No.
see, all they see is you clicking a button.
Yeah, no matter what you do, man, always gonna have so much work that goes into it. So much work. Nobody realizes that. So you might as well not take the shortcut, do it the right way, and get it done the first time. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Because I've failed. I've lost probably like, even me saying it's kind of shitty. Like I've lost over 3K in almost like in a week, doing shit like that.
But I
know?
bet you learned.
But yeah, I guess that 3K was kind of an investment because now I learned all like what not to do and what to do, right? And now it's like okay, people are like, oh 3K, that's a lot of money in a week to like. But yeah, it is.
Mhm.
But did I invest? Is that technically an investment because now I learned? Yes, it is.
Mhm. Either way, you still invested.
Yeah, you gotta exactly. And that's what you gotta understand.
Right? Like you learn a lot.
And that's why, you can't take any shortcuts. And even one thing I see a lot of people do is they throw away like their respect for money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
they.
You gotta love your life, and you can't let money. Money's a big factor in life, of course, because everyone needs money. But my point is, have your respect. Don't go so deep and do stuff that you don't want to do, and you're gonna ruin your reputation to do
Also,
just
don't
for
like.
money.
Don't just like go looking for money. Because if you're
Yeah.
just looking for money,
It will come to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally. But
You need-
if you're looking to do a good job or like, you're gonna get paid. At the end of the day, you're gonna get paid. It's either you do something for free, you're still getting paid
Yeah.
with like knowledge of how to do it, and you're meeting people and
Put it this way. Sorry to cut you off. Put it this way. It's like this. So you do got a photography job, right?
mhm.
Let's say it's for, here's Kanye West, right? My
Okay.
point is, Kanye West reaches out to you. He's like, Mateo, I want you to do a photo shoot for me. But and you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, listen, can you do it for free? Do you mind? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Not even that. You would do it for free no matter what.
Yeah.
Because dude, you number one,
'Cause
you
that
get to
opportunity-
network with Kanye West.
Yeah.
Let's say, dude, like that's huge, man.
That's a payment.
Just to be there, that's
Yeah.
your payment. Right? Just to meet that guy, that's a payment.
Being in the same room.
Because right after that, now you tell everyone to shoot for Kanye West. Who's reaching out to you?
Yeah.
Everybody. Everybody's gonna know your name. You know what I mean? That's all it takes is one thing like that, and that's even with life where people don't have those big names, but you still can do those jobs. Like even say like I'm not gonna do this for free for this person, but that person can give you so much more in the future.
Yeah.
You don't think like that. Don't think about the now. Think about I can get this in the future.
Creating relationships with people can.
Yeah. And that's what remember we talked about? How you gotta be nice to everybody and have that positive mentality. That's the way you're gonna get it.
Like for instance, like for me, what I sometimes do, I'll go to Bloomington just to like take photos for free of
Yeah.
people's cars, meet cool people, you know.
You can always do that stuff, right? And yeah, you're always networking and meeting people.
Yeah.
Now. So you're just getting your name more and more out there. Yeah. And you like that's why it's just not worth it like being lazy or anything like that, you know? You gotta everybody needs a skill at the end of the day and that's what it is. Develop a skill. Get really good at something. Get really good at multiple things. Become very diverse. And you will always succeed in life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to do something? Figure out how to do that thing.
How to do it.
Get really good at it. Now you can make money off that. You know,
Yeah.
you love building, you love painting. Do painting.
But you have to
Start painting, make a portfolio, you know, list it. And then your name just gets out there. Oh, this person painted this for me and it's amazing and oh, how much does he charge? Oh, it's just $200 a painting.
Yeah.
Right. Done.
Or even
Business.
Or even, oh, he's learning right now and he's doing it for free. So if you would like that, and then, you know,
Yeah, you just
and
give
then
your
you
art
do a
out.
good job. You do a good job. She gives you a reference for someone else.
Yeah. The thing, like, I met a lot of people.
Travels. The
Like
word
I've kind of
travels.
met a lot of people, and the thing I think I've thought about is, if you can develop a skill in anything, anybody will pay for it. You know, there's always somebody that needs something.
Need something. Yeah.
Right? You just got to find those people. Right? And by being being like negative and not trying and be like, I can't find anybody. I've only I've tried just word of mouth. Nobody hits me up. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work.
Try
Make
hard.
ads. Make this. Advertise. And you don't have to pay for anything, but do it all organically.
Yeah, you don't.
It will take time, but one day, if you're consistent enough, and you put that hard work in, it's gonna be in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. If you always put 100%, you're not gonna fail.
What you put out will come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
You gotta really love at the end of what you do, because I believe you need to be happy, and you can't just say, I'm happy with the money I make. I understand you're happy with the money you make, but you go every day and you hate your life. You know, it's like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I'm only laughing because, like it sounds, like, crazy. But it's...
No, it's true.
not.
You love what you do, you'll always make money.
Yeah.
You'll always make money, man. You'll always make money. Right?
Mhm. Because you're just doing it. You're not, like...
Dude, I love being here every Sunday talking to you.
Yeah. Like, doing this.
I love that we get to share it with people now. But my point is, we do it anyway. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
So it's
You
either
don't
way,
have
it's
to-
happening.
Yeah, you don't even have to think about it, too. Like,
Either way,
just
it's
like-
happening. So yeah, you can't beat that, man. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life's beautiful. It's all in the way you look at it.
Yeah.
It's all in the way you look at it.
What view you're looking in from.
Yep. It's all about this perspective of life.
Alright, guys. Technical difficulties there. Ran out of space on the memory card.
She cut out, buddy. She cut out. What are we talking about? We're talking about
We were talking about...
the windows. Let me talk about the windows. We're talking about the windows.
So, imagine seeing two windows. One window, you see yourself. You're at home, you're in your room. You're scrolling,
Basically,
wasting time.
you're depressed. You're in your room, not doing anything with
You're,
yourself.
you're scrolling, you're just constantly scrolling.
Okay.
You're watching random fucking videos, wishing that you were other people. Not doing anything, wasting your time. Then the other window is you basically grinding, investing in yourself, you know, working on yourself, working on something, like putting time into something instead of just, you know, constantly scrolling on your phone and wasting time when you get home from work. You're automatically going to choose the second window.
Basically, window one, you're not improving on yourself. Window two, you're improving on yourself. And
Yeah.
everybody's going to choose window two. But nobody wants to implement window two. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to put that hard work in,
Put the
put their
hard
head
work,
down and grind. Nobody wants to just, everyone has to like talk about, oh, I'm going to start this, I'm going to do this, but
You don't ever start.
yeah, that's your problem. You talk about it, that's your problem.
That's
Just
your
do
problem,
it.
talking about it.
Just do it.
Don't think, just do. Like, just do it.
There's a certain point where nobody wants to, like, nobody wants to see you more successful than them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's where jealousy comes in.
Yeah. So if you're telling someone,
Yeah.
like,
And you gotta be careful, like, who you tell and stuff, because, like, people are gonna shut you down, so you know it's not a good idea.
yeah, then you have other people's thoughts. Like sometimes you just gotta like think for yourself and do it. Like, you know what you have to do. You just gotta put time, make time, and do it. Like, don't think. Like, that's what comes in with like thinking so
Yeah,
hard.
you
Like,
can't
what we
think
talked
you can't
about. Like,
overthink
you can't
it.
overthink it. You just
Listen, I want to do this. Do it.
Do
Put
it.
your head down. Do it. Get it done. And keep doing it, man. Like, just keep the consistency
Yeah.
going. Keep the hard work going, and you'll be where you want to be at.
it's not gonna be easy, but
No, it won't be today, tomorrow. But in that decade, you'll be there.
yeah, and you can't think like, it's gonna happen overnight. Like,
No, nothing happens overnight. Nothing. Even when you think it does, it doesn't work like that. It's not like even when you just come out of university, you think you're gonna land that job.
Yeah,
In college, you're gonna land that job. Because I have this credential now. It's not it. Because now you still gotta compete with
It's not gonna be
15, 20 people at that one job.
It might not be that first interview, that second interview, but it's gonna be the fifth, the fourth. Like,
Yep.
nothing comes easy. Nothing does.
Everything takes time.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to put in that time, put in the hard work, you'll be where you want to be at.
Yeah. Right. The story.
You can't. But basically, the moral is you can't sit in your room and be depressed and think the world hates you because nothing good's coming your way.
But you're not even doing anything. You're not even trying.
Nothing's good's coming your way. It's because you're not maximizing your potential. You need to maximize your potential so that the world around you will end up knowing your name, and you'll end up growing pretty much.
Yeah.
It's basically you're just evolving yourself. You're working on yourself, improving.
Don't avoid it.
Like me last year, I was nothing like this the way I am today.
Mhm.
You know, me yesterday is still a different person.
Yeah.
Because now I learned from that yesterday, and now I'm improved on it.
Yeah. You're constantly growing. You're constantly learning.
Always. And that's where a lot of people will say that they do that type of stuff, is like, I grow, I work on myself, like, you know, life's hard, I have this going on, that going on.
Yeah.
No matter what you have going on, you need to eventually move past it, because the world always keeps going. Eventually you have to move past it. You can't hold on to that past, and you have to just start something new, you know? Don't let those past memories, or, you know, the bad things that happen to you affect you now.
The self-doubt.
Yeah.
You're going to have it. You're going to go through it. It's going to happen.
Like I said, take the world by the balls.
Yeah. You just got to grab it sometimes.
And you need to rip him, pal. You need to make that happen. So, we talked about, you know, don't take your shortcuts. Have your respect over money, because people are going to respect you more, not that you have money, but for the person you are.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't overthink a lot.
That's going to come first. That's what people are going to see first.
Yeah. You can't overthink a lot. Don't waste your life. And, you know, really think about to yourself what you want, but also what makes me different. Why am I different than this person?
Mm-hmm.
What makes me different?
What separates me from these people?
Yeah. You go to the same job every day, you work with the same people, but what makes me different from him? Because we're doing the same job, but what makes me different? Am I more disciplined than him?
Yeah.
And can I wake up an hour earlier than him and do this thing that he doesn't do? Will this put me ahead in life? Yes, it will.
100%.
Right? And that's the stuff you gotta start thinking.
The extra little things too, like, can go a long way. They add up. It all adds up.
Everything adds up, buddy. Yep, everything adds up. So,
I think that's
I think that's episode 3 of
episode 3 right there.
20s Unfiltered.